but that was only a 40-lap contest. This one going 250 laps, the longest race ever run here at the Flemington Speedway. Rick Fuller is a lap car. You see him going to the inside. He would like to get a lap back if he can get in front of these guys, and that would really help him, especially with another caution. Oh, and we got a couple of cars coming out of turn number 4, all getting together.
And sliding through is Jan Lady.
And Jeff Fuller again. Unbelievable the luck Jeff Fuller has had in these accidents. They're still bumping and banging up there. Siscone just barely got out of that one as well.
Yes, he did. He was just right in front of it. You saw the 47 of Bobby G. As we are just about set to go back to green flag action. And right now, as we go to lap number 230, it is Rick Fuller looking to get his lap back. That car that you see right there, the Bowler car on the high side of the track, is a lap down. He's looking to get his lap back, which could play into this thing if we get another caution.
Tony Siscone is right there waiting to make a move here. He is sizing him up, no doubt about that. He's trying every opportunity to get that Dick Barney-owned number 14 car around him. And Jeff Fuller is now right behind his brother, Rick Fuller, and that could hurt him a little bit because he is the last car on the lead lap. Mikey Winitsko still runs in 4th spot, but unfortunately went a lap down because of that accident with the man he's trying to get by right now.
Right now it's Lenny Boyd looking awfully good as he comes through turn number 3.
And in case you're wondering what happened to Jan Lady, that car's still parked in the pits. He's out of it for today. Tough break for Jan Lady.
Right now it is a 2-car race up front as we drive to the concluding laps of this 250 lap event.
And Roger, Jeff Fuller has gone by, but here goes Tony Siscone looking to the inside. Whoa.
Boy, I'll tell you, right there, Tony Siscone was really way down, right up next to that inside wall.
These two guys have been racing against each other for the better part of 20 years. They know each other. They know the kind of moves. They're going to race each other very clean. There's not going to be any deliberate bumping or banging out there. They're going to take this right down to the wire.
And right now, Jeff Fuller has made a move to get around one of the slower cars, and this is coming down to a 3-car race as we approach lap number 237.
This is exactly what we've seen last year in the Race of Champions, Roger, coming right down to the final laps. The excitement, the tension is beginning to unfold here, and there goes Siscone again looking to the inside, but a lap car has negated that for him.
Lap traffic has played a role here all afternoon. As the sun begins to set on Flemington Speedway, the moon is out as we look over in turn 2. And right now, these 3 cars putting on a tremendous show. It's Lenny Boyd, Tony Siscone, and Jeff Fuller.
Actually, Lenny Boyd that time had about a car length advantage. Now the top 3 cars have no one in front of them. They're going to have all-out racing ahead of them with the final laps unfolding here in the 42nd Annual Sunoco Race of Champions.
This one is drawing to a conclusion, but it gets better and better as the 3 cars, the only 3 on the lead lap, right there is the race right now for the big purse and the big payday that comes as part of the Race of Champions, the Sunoco Race of Champions. Tony Siscone continues to hold Rick Fuller at bay.
There is not a spectator here, Roger, that is worrying about the cold weather, about shivering up in these grandstands. They have all their attention focused about the hot action that's unfolding down on this racetrack.
We have 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go. It's going to be 2:42 as they cross the stripe this time.
Wow, Fuller got right up on the rear of Siscone that time, and there he goes to the outside, and the lap traffic again coming into play.
Right there as they come by the stripe. Very, very close as they're having to negotiate these final laps with lap traffic playing a role, even though they're managing to negotiate this 5/8 mile asphalt oval here at Flemington in fine fashion.
What a win this would be for Lenny Boyd. Did not even have a ride coming into this weekend and was able to land his own. Jack Lippett is spun, and Jeff Fuller's hit him up in the front. Up in turn number 4, Siscone hit him. Siscone hit Fuller. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this.
And that would appear, we got to say, would appear that Lenny Boyd now is in the driver's seat. But we're going to see now. Tony Siscone continued on. Right right there you see.
Ciscone stay down on the track, so he'll still be on the lead lap.
Yes.
No need to pit if everything is okay. He hit him, but we'll watch you see no tires have gone down on his machine. And that time, Jeff Fuller wasn't as lucky as he was in all the previous accidents. That's Jack Lippert, a former champion from Wall Stadium, a MAD division champion, modified a portable division champion, who has moved up into the bigger block modified ranks 2 years ago.
Hey, we're going to give you another look here so that you can figure out what happened as these cars went into turn number 2. Now let's watch. Right there, Ciscone and Fuller. Oh, and it was Fuller. You know what? What happened was Jack Lippert. Yeah, Jack Lippert had spun in front of him, and Fuller had to get on the brakes. That's exactly what happened. Do not blame Jeff Fuller for that one. He was simply looking to avoid. Now, we're going to give you another look here. You'll see, as you watch this, what happens right here in the front. Now, watch. Okay, here they come. There's Ciscone, and there is Fuller. Fuller was looking to make a move, and now he sees the trouble. And, boy, I'll tell you, a lot of front-end damage to the Fuller car.
You know who was the luckiest one on that all? Was the 55 car of Lenny Boyd. They have stopped the car. As a matter of fact, it's a red flag situation. The ambulance has come out there, but I see him driving right by. That could have been Lenny Boyd, but lucky for him, he was on the high outside line. Unfortunate for Jeff Fuller, he took the low route. Wasn't quite the route.
6 laps. Here's the deal. 248 laps are in the book. 2 laps remain. They must be run under green. Right now, it's Lenny Boyd out in front. Tony Ciscone is currently second, but there are 2 lapped cars in front of it. It's going to come down to 2 5/8-mile sprints.
That's Rick Fuller and Dave Meserve that are in front of Ciscone, and Ciscone's losing it here on the home stretch here. Someone's not up to power here at Ciscone.
Yeah,
and that's Rick Fuller, who is back on the lead lap. Ciscone has lost all his power on that restart, and the white flag is now out for the 55 car.
Dino, he had a tire that went down in the back. His back left tire went down. White flag is out. Lenny Boyd has simply to negotiate this over one more time. Here he goes down the back straightaway. He's got 2 left turns to go, and Lenny Boyd will take the checkered flag at the 42nd annual Sunoco Race of Champions. Lenny Boyd, the winner.
Lenny Boyd ran a fantastic race. He came into this event without even a ride, and I got to make one quick apology. He is running in the Harry Reid-owned car. Harry Reid-owned car. I was referring to that as Tom Mauser, but Harry Reid gave him the ride. Didn't even have a ride to come into this event, and to come away a winner, that is simply astonishing. Another outstanding Race of Champions goes into the record books here. Joe Gerber can certainly be proud of this one, moving into the Flemington Speedway. I think they've found a new home for quite some time here.
Tony Ciscone, a brilliant run throughout the course of the day, and boy, it came down to the final 2 laps, and then it just was essentially the tough luck as Lenny Boyd in the 55 car wins the Race of Champions, the Sunoco Race of Champions. Lenny Boyd right there into victory lane.
And Mikey Winitsko will get the runner-up spot. Unfortunate for Ciscone, but hey, how about that? New Jersey is now once again the home of the Race of Champions, and a New Jersey driver wins it. The first time in 30 years that a driver from this state has pulled in the victory lane. And it's car number 55, Lenny Boyd. Here is one more shot at the finish. Off the 4th corner, that 41 car, Rick Fuller, he got back on the lead lap, but it didn't matter because there he was crossing under the stripe for the checkered flag. This is certainly, by far, the biggest win in his career.
55 in his case did not represent the speed limit. We'll be back with a final wrap as that man, Lenny Boyd, is into victory lane. Sunoco Race of Champions, and indeed it was a good one, Dino Alberto. Lenny Boyd really did a number.
Believe it or not, this was Lenny's first win of the year here, and he is a weekly competitor at Flemington, but despite the fact that it may be to his advantage, that wasn't at all the case here.
It made absolutely no difference in this one, and Dino, indeed, it was really the end of the race that became the factor. It was the incident that happened up in turn number 2, and it basically set him up where he remained the only guy on the lead lap. Tony Siscone couldn't keep up with him when they came out of turn number 4, but a number of guys had an opportunity here this afternoon.
Well, first of all, Roger, any driver will tell you this is a game of luck here, racing, and he was just at the right spot at the right time, especially went to the outside. Some other key notes here: Paul Spencer put on a tremendous show. Tim Airey was fantastic. Doug Hoffman, who they thought was the man to beat here, well, he fizzled out from the start. Jan Lady put on a
with all due respect to him.
Other than that, but Jan Lady put on a fantastic show. Mike Iwanitsko was runner-up here. He never led, but still was able to bring it home in second. And again, Tony Siscone, I got to give him a whole lot of credit here this afternoon. He was so close, the closest he has ever been. This was his best finish in a race of champions. And, of course, for Lenny Boyd, came into it without a ride. Good friend Harry Reid offered him his car. And as we mentioned, he runs here on a weekly basis, but not with this type of a modified. It's a dirt-styled modified. Never drove this car before until this weekend.
You know, this was an absolutely great afternoon. This was one that got washed out back in the latter stages of September, but boy, I'll tell you what, nobody got cheated here this afternoon. And we're glad that you've had an opportunity to tune in and have had a tremendous time in bringing this one to you. For the entire sports team, Dino Alberto, Scott Fedoroff, Donna Catrone, I'm Roger Snyder. So long from Flemington and the 42nd Sunoco Race of Champions.